Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Thtman.x, and as you see, I'm back with another reaction video. And today, we react to the victim of Aries Spears. That's his name, right? Aries Spears. I just recently found out about bruh through his memes on TikTok, bro. He is hilarious, gang. His TikTok memes be hilarious, bro. Now he funny as hell, but it seemed like he got some victims. Victims of what? I hope he's not doing any fondling with any people. I don't know what they're victims of. It might be comedic jokes, or he must have did some fondling. 26 minutes 42 seconds of his victims. Like, I'm subscribed, do other good stuff, and we're gonna see what he does. Yeah.
Who seem to have been as intertwined with the hip-hop generation as Aries Spears. This is in no small part due to the fact that the New Jersey comic doesn't only love rap music, but is never shy about expressing his impassioned opinions on it whenever he gets the opportunity.
Are you out of your fucking mind? Not only is he one of the best lyricists ever, but again, you talking about words to truth. I'm not a businessman, I'm a business man. That's one of the coldest lines ever, cause it's true. Jadakiss, why is lying 85% of their rhymes?
But I feel like this is half of the ONs though. They all be bro. Lil Uzi probably got some stuff better than what the hell he just said. I ain't gonna lie, is it? You know what I'm saying? Lil Uzi probably, what'd he say? What was he say? I probably gotta listen to a song or two. But Uzi said something. Jay said something. Damn. I'm gonna cool on
But it's a lie. Hov is telling the truth. Lyrically, he's not fucking with Hov.
Kendrick.
And as far as being it,
Kendrick.
no. Okay. Lyrically, no. Drake, from a showmanship in terms of the brand Drake,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But bar for bar, no way.
That's without even getting into the fact that when it comes to impersonating rappers, there's been few people doing it at his level over the years.
Hey, yo, 1, 2, 3 into the vote. Snoop Doggy Dogg taking condoms out the dope. Ready to get up in you, so back on up.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a very good impression.
Yo, it's your man Thtman.x. Where's my dogs at? Where's my dogs? Yeah. Yo, I done told y'all dogs about it with me. I done told y'all dogs about with they. Talk to me, man. It's your boy in the building. It's Young Hova. Homie, I told you the game's over. I got it locked. Oh, yo, shit's down.
And courtesy of his now regular
very good
appearances
impression
on Vlad TV, we're now getting more opportunities to hear his thoughts on hip-hop than ever before. But Spears isn't a man that pulls punches, and it's no surprise that not everyone is always going to be delighted about what he has to say, especially with that New York bias that he's known to have, which had some people threatening to confiscate his
Who?
The Clips.
The rap group?
Yeah.
Jog my memory.
The Clips.
I never
Pusha
heard
T and Malice. You never heard Grinding? You don't know about this? Are you really a hip hop fan? Clips?
Are they, listen, I'm not.
Pharrell produced them. You don't know who this is?
I'm not a fan of rappers who like play ukulele in the park and walk around with their bare feet. I'm not into earthy niggas.
The Clips are not earthy.
bro.
They not.
Crap. They're like the kings of like drug rap.
Oh, excuse
Do you
me.
not know who the Clips are?
I probably
Give me that
don't.
hip-
In fact, there are times when he even straight up eviscerates artists without the slightest regard for the fact
Hey,
that they
we
might
say
become
nothing to
aware
that
of his
nature
opinion.
music.
And in certain
Nah, for
instances,
real.
they even let it be known that they've got smoke for him. It's your boy Luis, and these are the many victims. Aries is used to saying big, bold things on stage with a fearlessness that can only be commended. And because of this skill set, Aries has no problem taking on any rapper. At one point, he even extended this to dissing an entire nation's hip-hop scene. This is of course
UK?
when Aries aired out his issues with UK rap, despite the fact that British MCs have been making major waves for years, and artists such as Dave, Central C, Stormzy, and Skepta have made inroads to the UK market. Aries simply wasn't having any of it at all, and in the process, he churned out a crazy impersonation, which detailed exactly what he didn't like about it.
But I can't stand listening to niggas from London rap. Pop, chop, did it, pop, pop, pop. When you come, when you cop, when you cop, cop. And you go, did you throw it, and you baby, did you don't. That shit sounds ridiculous. Everything ain't for everybody.
Right.
Just cause it's there don't mean everybody should touch it. When it call,
I feel them though. I feel like they can rap though. I don't think their music is trash, but it's just not for my ear. You feel me? Like, I'm not bumping no UK drill, bro. You play that in my car, You could play it outside my car. You know what I'm saying? Cause you definitely would get out the whip. If I ever say, hey bro, play a song, you put on some UK drill, I'm hitting you with one of those. I'll turn down the volume and hit you with one of these, bro. You gotta go, man. Hell no, enjoy your walk, man. I'll see you at the destination, bro. But don't play that on my whip though. But there's nothing wrong with it though. There's nothing. They're like kind of similar to New York. Don't they use the same beats and all that? Yeah, I don't know. It's just not for me. They're not trash though.
That shit sounds ridiculous.
Immediately, this clip went viral and even led to remixes on TikTok that were unironically kinda hard.
I can't stand listening to niggas from London rap. Come off the thing. When it come, when it come, when it come, and it go, when it feel, when it go.
Unsurprisingly, this garnered a mixed response, with some UK hip-hop heads taking issue just as certain US fans felt that he'd said what they'd been thinking all along, dismantled their style, made fun of them, and improved upon it. He listens to the worst example, then comes up to the conclusion that we're all like that. Comedians need material, I get it, but this did nothing to discourage Aries or prompt him to educate himself on hip-hop. And since then, he just won't relent in trying to shred the entire British scene.
I feel like people take a lot of things to heart though.
London rap,
UK rap.
Let me tell you.
Have you heard this?
And you know, I probably might be doing a huge detriment to myself because the UK loves me. And I got so many people going, man, when you coming to the UK? But the way I be dumping on them, man, them rappers is horrible, man. On the Charlie, the ball, and the pop pop, and I do it for M, let's go, and the pop pop. Everything ain't gotta be for everybody, yo. That is garbage.
Hey, bro.
And they call it, cop, cop, and they call me, pop, pop, and go for M, and what you wanna do with the pop, pop.
When it comes to Aries, this seems to be the way that he operates. As once something he says goes viral or picks up traction, he can become like a dog with a bone. A clear-cut case of this happening went down recently when he embarked on a high-profile
But I don't feel like it's anything wrong with what he did though, bro. He had his opinion, bro. Everybody had their own right opinion, bro. It's America, gang. Let him have his own opinion, bro. As long as they like it, that's all that matter, bro. Don't matter.
Words with a true West.
His words not that powerful to
hip-hop culture.
this modest whatever.
Of people have heralded former NWA member and all-around great Ice Cube as a true titan who paved the way for much of what was to come.
It was all a dream.
Genre great. Well,
that was Ice Cube, right? It was all a dream. I used to buy book magazines. Yeah, that was Ice Cube. Shout out Ice Cube though.
Well, it turns out that it's really everyone except Aries Spears, who has gradually revealed his true feelings on the MC turned actor to the point that they've now got real beef. Up until recently, Spears had previously been more measured in his evaluation of Cube, simply claiming that he didn't compare to people like Biggie Smalls as a storyteller.
But Today Was a Good Day is one of the most story records.
Hey, bro.
Fuck out of here!
Nah.
Bleed puts everything to rest. It's over. Niggas Bleed is the Terrence Crawford versus Ice Cube's Errol Spence. When you and listen, again, I'm from New York. You from New York, so I know people gonna come up with that's just New York bias. Man, fuck that. Listen to the track. The way Biggie tells that story with that melody behind it, that music behind it, the way it builds to a crescendo. It literally
it was like all the dream.
Scene that could have been a Martin Scorsese movie.
On other occasions, he was confused by some of the roles he'd landed in.
But you know, I'm so young. I did not know Ice Cube would really like that. That music though. One day I listened to his music. I was like, okay, he kind of. I was like, I didn't know he was really like. You know, I'm young, bro. I'm more in 2006, bro. He was doing all this way before I was even thought of, bro. So yeah, I didn't know he was a super big artist, and then went to acting. Shout out to Ice Cube, man.
Hollywood, given his stature and lack of muscle tone.
When Ice Cube did the Vin Diesel movie, listen.
Was it Thtman.x?
Thtman.x. Ice Cube is a little chunky nigga. He built like a propane tank.
Show my ice.
Action stars look like The Rock, Jason Statham, Stallone, and Schwarzenegger in the 80s.
In the prime, yeah.
Or even if you go with a guy like Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis may not have had the necessary physique, but he was the everyman's man. The kind of guy you know would sit at a bar, crack open a beer, and might break it over your head if you disrespect him. You have to look and be the part.
But things really came to a head.
Why are you going on Ice
Aries
Cube,
claimed
though?
that he had never been a fan in any way, shape, or form, and basically implied that he was extremely overrated.
Ice Cube does nothing for me as a rapper and an actor.
Okay.
Nothing. The song.
I ain't gonna lie. Hold up, though. Ice Cube got hits, bro. Ice Cube got hits, bro. It was all a dream. What are we saying? Ice Cube got hits in music and acting though. Ice Cube was in that one movie, Friday. What are we saying? Friday, bro. Are we there yet? Remember with the kids in the back, and it was being an a-hole. He was like a stepdad. Dad. What else Ice Cube had? He had a lot of other stuff, bro. I'm just not really a movie type of guy, but I know he got stuff. Come on, man. Chill on Ice Cube.
Have a good day.
It was all a dream.
Rolling down the street in my 6'4". Police didn't come bother us no more.
That's not the way the lyrics go.
Whatever, but that catered. You might as well have them say green eggs and ham. Sam, I am.
In turn, things got so heated that he was called out by other legends like Willie D.
Nigga, nah, I don't agree with that though, cause that's half of 80s rap. All y'all music was weak. All y'all music was weak. Y'all had mid beats. And then y'all was, what the hell? Nah, man, you ain't gonna do that to Ice Cube like that, man. All y'all stuff was weak. I ain't gonna lie, the music nowadays is way better. And that just might be me. Does anybody make us more slow? Yeah, but it's better though. Everything has its pros and cons. You know? What else, bro? Yeah, man, they had them hickory dickory dock type of raps. Somebody want to hear that 90s rap?
Speaking ill of a great.
You know, Willie D called me.
Okay.
I was in Louisville, Kentucky, and I love Willie D. That's my man. But this nigga called me like I disrespected his mama. He was like, Aries, man, you don't understand what Ice Cube done did for the culture, man, and hip hop. Why you say? And I go, Willie, it's a subjective opinion. I'm allowed to not like Ice Cube. I know, man, but Aries, man, he was on me.
If there's one thing everyone knows about Cube, it's that he's not exactly going to withstand insults like that and not say anything. And when asked about Aries' comments, he responded to the slander with some insults of his own.
Speaking kind of bad about you, man.
Who is this?
Aries Spears.
Oh, that dude?
Yeah. He said nothing that
Is he a comedian?
Yeah.
Because he ain't never made me laugh, so I don't know if he a comedian.
Did you hear what he said?
What'd he say?
He said it was nothing about you impresses him. From movies to rapping, nothing at all.
Suckers usually don't like me. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
The people that they usually don't like me when they coming from that angle. That's cool though. You know, everybody got their opinion, and they all stink. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's cool. You know, he entitled to his opinion. It's the feeling is mutual. You know, I don't think he on anybody's list of top 10 comedians. You know what I mean?
Probably
In the
not.
black community for sure.
In the aftermath, he hit back again and inferred that he didn't like how he had been characterized in the whole exchange, claiming that it made it worse than it was.
Am I not allowed to have an opinion and voice it if it's not in the direction of everybody else? If you don't know who I am, how do you know if I'm funny or not? So you can't have it both ways. And for the record, I respect Ice Cube, the man. I respect Ice Cube in terms of what he's brought to the game. He's one of the pioneers. So hats off to him for that. I just said I wasn't a fan of his artistry. I never attacked him as a man. I never attacked him in terms of his character. I said I wasn't a fan of his artistry. Why am I not allowed to feel that way? Why is that?
No, I ain't gonna lie though, but it's, okay, you cannot be a fan though, but like the way you was going about it, bro, like you know what you was doing, gang. You was calling this stuff trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could say, yeah, you don't like somebody's stuff, but to go as far as like, you know what I'm saying, putting it down, like degrading it, like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Ice Cube's still that guy. I ain't gonna lie though, but nah, you can't play victim now, bro. You can't go try to play victim now, Aries. I ain't gonna lie. Talking about you can't have it. Yeah, bro. But it's like certain ways you go about it, bro. You can have your opinion, bro. But let's stop acting like you was a super innocent.
But it's not exactly played out well for him in the eyes of the average viewer, as many think that he got in his feelings about it a little. The same reason why when somebody don't think you're funny, you get salty. Why do you think Cube is hating? You gave your opinion, he gave his. Now, the image that he's being petty and holding a grudge about the whole thing isn't exactly dying down, because at the minute, He's delighting in the fact that Ice Cube's new film, which was a recent adaptation of the classic book The War of Worlds,
Damn, Ice Cube
has
getting
majorly
old.
flopped.
It was just about me talking about my opinion, but a lot of people sent the world results to me.
Yeah.
And by Instagram was like, oh man, y'all about to have a field day with this. Aries was right, vindication. And like I said, that was never my objective.
This is a common thread for Aries when it comes to his self-appointed enemies, because once he decides that someone's fallen afoul of his standards, he will savor every slip-up they make. And one person he got the chance to do that with, at least briefly, was Lizzo. Although many
why
of
you
his
going
flows were
Lizzo?
guys in hip-hop, Aries hasn't
I
been
say
shy
he better
about
not
coming
talk
out.
about her weight, cause that's a big nigga too though. He big as hell too.
Over the years, he's had harsh words for everyone, from Foxy Brown and Iggy Azalea to Cardi B.
Foxy looked like the inside of her bra stink.
Listen, Foxy don't like
Damn.
me. She told me to suck her dick recently.
She told you to suck her dick?
Yes.
And that's part of my issue. I believe she has one.
Although, whatever he has said about them pales in comparison to his war against Lizzo, as that's one lady he's taken repeated shots at. And in every instance, it hasn't been about her music or anything else. Instead, it's all been fixated on her appearance.
Damn.
Can't get past the fact that she looks like the shit emoji.
That's messed up.
Very beautiful girl. She got a very pretty face, but she keeps showing her body off, nigga. Like, come on, man. I'm sorry, listen, I ain't the most in shape nigga in the world, but I still, you know, when you funny and you got swagger and confidence and you decent looking, I think I'm at least handsome, you get pussy. But a woman that's built like a plate of mashed potatoes is in trouble.
From there, he didn't let go, as he then went off on body confidence as a whole.
You know what kills me about women is the hypocrisy and the contradiction. Yes, queen, slay queen, yes, queen, slay. Yeah, girl, your confidence. Fuck diabetes, fuck heart disease, cholesterol. Y'all.
But you should take that into consideration too, though. Bro, you big as hell too. Look, bro, you gotta chill, gang. I feel like what you dish out, like, bro, you got also, like, you know what I'm saying, bro.
Claim womanhood and about sisterhood.
You gotta
and
look at
support
yourself
for
in the
your
mirror
sister,
also.
You know, when it come to that ridiculous shit. But if you really gave a fuck, why wouldn't you go, black girl, we love you, we love your confidence, boo boo. But this ain't it. That's the real love. Y'all will jump on me for making jokes, but y'all won't fucking be real and go, sister, put the eclair down. This ain't it. It's treadmill time.
Instantly, this
Damn.
comment made major commotion, and while some people were able to find humor in it, others felt like it was a case of the pot calling the kettle black. This man went from left to right and wants to talk about Lizzo's size, when he looks like he's 2 cheeseburgers away from a cardiac episode. I know a Y chromosome, with a face only a mother could love, isn't talking. The persistent debate over what was said clearly reached Lizzo's ears too, prompting her to make a little jibe of her own at the VMAs.
Nah, I ain't
as
gonna
she
lie though, she got very slim. I forgot how big she was. Nah, she was big as hell, but nah, she lost weight though. Shout out to
accepted an
Lizzo.
award.
And now, to the bitches that got something to say about me in the press, you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing. They be like, Lizzo, why don't you clap back? Why don't you clap back? Cause bitch, I'm winning, ho. Bitch is winning, ho! That's what bitches so playful, bitch!
But according to Aries, this certainly
She
didn't
was
bother
big.
him at all.
The guy asked me specifically about her music, and then I went totally left. And people have to understand 2 things. Number one, no matter what, this badge that I wear called comedy, I'm with this through thick and thin. This oath that I've taken called humor, I don't betray that. And this is how this works. When you're a public figure and you do the things like that Lizzo does, where you come to a Laker game and you show your whole ass in front of children and families, you are fodder for jokes.
And rather than
Right.
issue an apology, he insisted that she fully deserved it.
Damn, look at that, boy.
Fodder for jokes.
And rather than issue an apology,
Damn, look at that right
he
there.
insisted that she
Damn. That's a big transformation. She was in that gym. Shout out Liz. Shout out to Liz. Shout out to Liz, man. Looks a lot better, man. Looks a lot better. Slimmed it down, still thick, and that's perfectly fine. But slimmed it down though. That's a nice thick, slim build. That's like slimmer, thick build. I like that. Shout out to Liz.
fully deserved it because of her public persona and the antics that came along with it.
I'm always thinking joke first. I'm a comic purist, and there's no way that you can have it both ways. There's no way that you could be in the public eye, do the things you do, and not expect a comic to respond. And I responded, and despite a lot of the backlash that I've gotten, mostly from women, I have gotten what feels like an equally amount of support. Big girls can't be sexy or beautiful, because they can, and some are. But when you got your whole ass out, I mean, I'm just saying there's something to be said, even non-big girls, classy, elegance, sophistication. I don't know that you with your whole ass out twerking at a Laker game. How do I ignore that?
Even after the initial hubbub around his comments died down, Aries still felt away to the point that he relished the news of her harassment lawsuit, which claimed that she'd been abusive to her dancers. He who laughs last laughs the loudest, and silence speaks volumes. Clearly, Aries is a man who has a lot of opinions, and he isn't afraid to express them. Coupled with that is the fact that he just won't let it go once you've slipped out of his good graces. Just ask Will Smith.
Damn, Will, what Will do?
Aries for a good while now. From the moment that it happened, Aries was highly critical of Will over the Chris Rock slap situation, and the entire
Nah, that had to be staged, man. I ain't gonna lie. This is very staged. I don't know if it's
Aries
staged or not.
Was highly critical.
Bad form.
Will over the Chris Rock slap situation and the entire fallout that went with it.
I just talked about this on my podcast. This boggles my mind because I'm sitting here going, in some of my loneliest moments in terms of dreaming, I went, whose career would be better to have than Will Smith? Especially if you could physically fit the part. 6 feet tall, in shape. He's the desire and the want of pretty much every woman, regardless of race. He's the envy of every guy. Famous, rich, you got it all. Mansions, cars, you need for nothing. You're one of the A-list motherfuckers. And you mean to tell me you are going through this?
As you probably noticed, much of his issues stemmed from
every man has their kryptonite, bruh. Every man has their kryptonite, man. He chose the wrong woman and it be like that. I don't even know nothing about their relationship like that for real, bro. I don't really be into like celebrity lifestyle stuff, but like from what I be seeing, bro, it seems like he might be a little cuck. Might be a little cuck. He might be going outside. He be going outside, man. He be crashing about the wrong girl. But that's not my place to speak, bro. That's his wife and that's his life. So,
behavior and how Will had morphed into being a simp over the course of their marriage.
Or what's that anesthesia? Where they go bald?
When Charlamagne asked him, "Are you?"
Ain't that what it's called? Anesthesia? Like when they go bald? Like when they can't grow hair? I went to school with somebody with anesthesia.
You ever threatened by her relationship with Tupac? And he goes, fuck yeah. And then you cut to the Chris Rock slap. Then you cut to Tommy Davidson was recently on Shannon Sharp's podcast, Club Shay Shay. And he tells the story of when he's doing the movie Woo with Jada. And they have a love scene. She's his love interest. And they kiss. You know love scenes and kiss scenes happen. You've done them. And now you mad and you barking at little Tommy Davidson because you can't handle your wife in a make pretend moment? Like, come on, man.
But for all that he had plenty of jabs for the former Fresh Prince, it didn't compare to the wrath that he had when it came to Will's return to the rap game, most notably his freestyles.
You haven't heard the latest about his diss track against
Weak. And this is what I mean when they said they need to put 90s in the bag, bro. Free the 90s, gang. Moving on to 2000s and up, bro. The 90s, horrible, gang.
Chris Rock,
kick him out the booth.
About, I'm gonna get enraged. When you disrespect me on the stage, you best believe I'm gonna come up on the stage.
Okay,
and in the comments, people were like, wow, he rhymed stage 3 times in a row.
Okay, hold on. No, I didn't like
shit
that.
was
I'm not
you know I'm an accent.
You said you sincerely apologized, but then you do that.
Right, you just threw the apology out the window.
Come on, man.
But it didn't end with just one example, as by the looks of it, Aries has had issues with his entire run since returning. And while claiming that he was even biting modern rappers, Spears basically suggested Will was in the throes of a midlife crisis.
Cardi B, on the man of it.
Yeah, I mean,
so hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Will, you're 60-something. Stop trying to hang out at the young people's party. Nigga,
60?
do what was reminiscent of what made you cool. And stop trying to be a young person at 60-something. It's cringe. That was straight Cardi B's rhythm. Get the fuck out of here. That shit garbage, nigga. Sometimes I'm an action star. That means I'm an actor. Fuck out of here.
To Aries, there's a very evident way that a rapper should conduct himself. And while having a
Hey,
New York
Will, yeah, put the fries in the bag, Will. That was weak, man. Damn, nah. Nobody who came out the booth at those thing like, damn, I really just went crazy, gang. Yeah, Will, rapping ain't your thing, bro. Stick to acting, bro. It's cool, bro. Your life cool, bro. Your life great, bro. Just stay out the booth, bro.
zip code seems to be the most important thing.
Even
it
though
takes little
I'm
more than one
action
word used in the wrong context for him to write you off. One man that learned this recently was none other than Kentucky's Jack Harlow. As a man who'd risen to fame in the past few years, he was naturally in Aries' firing line. But he probably didn't know why. But during a recent Vlad TV appearance, he claimed that even though he's been ardently trying to make himself a success in this field since he was in his early teens, the industry will never see him as a real part of the culture.
People love Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow's been on a run. Multiple hit records, big songs.
Nobody in the black community is considering Jack Harlow a true MC. A true MC.
I think people fuck with Jack Harlow.
What people?
Not content to stop there, he elaborated on his issues, as well as explaining why a certain white rapper that's in his top 5 gets the pass in a way that no one else does.
Fuck that. Little whips and chains. Fuck out of here with that. Talking about the culture. Eminem is so authentic to the culture. All them other dudes ain't. I mean, that's where you live.
No, you're right. You're right. Eminem stayed as a true rapper.
That's like Kid Rock. Cause in the beginning,
he went on
I'm a
left
rapper.
field.
Get the fuck out of here.
You're right, and a lot of people do that, unfortunately. I mean,
a lot of people do what? Use us, and then once they get on, abandon us. Yeah, they do that. They do that.
But it's safe to say that it's not only white rappers that Aries
Post Malone
sees as defiling the genre. Because if you're from the South,
Kid Leroy,
you better conduct yourself in a particular way. Otherwise, the comedian has smoke for you. While he isn't fundamentally against rappers from Georgia and the surrounding areas, he did take issue with what he saw as Quavo's inability to speak clearly.
I said, hey man, what you think of that artist? And Quavo said, man, why you gonna quimmulate it? Do you know what I just said?
No.
He was trying to say, why are you going to quiz me like that? But he said, man, why you going to quimmulate it? And people I was arguing with when I posted it on my Instagram were going, hey man, that's just the South. You got to be from here to know that. I said, no, that's ignorance. You butchering the human language. You can have an accent and be understandable. Being inaudible, completely different. How you going to quimmulate it? You didn't even know what I said. It took me 3 times to hear him and go, this motherfucker just trying to say quiz me like that?
Citing this example over and over again, he's used it as a means of critiquing Migos' success.
Again, you keep going to people's following. If you put 1,000 idiots in a room, you have 1,000 idiots.
So you're saying that the Migos do not have a huge black fan base?
Did I say that?
See what I'm saying? It's not just a bunch of white people at these shows.
Okay, but
there's a good amount, but I would say that their core fan base.
Did you understand James Brown when he did interviews? You can't say you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so dude is being spoken to, and his reaction is, how you gonna quimmulate? I'm not co-signing that.
And rather than bringing this up on one occasion, he just wouldn't let the incident go.
Where they talk like that, man? And listen, we free now. Slavery's been abolished. And I'm not shitting on the South or trying to make it seem like it's a South thing, because Ludacris.
Nah, that's a fact though, bro. I recently just talked to a girl from Alabama, gang. I was like, what the hell is she talking about? What the hell is she talking about? I guess this is how they talk, gang. I don't know. I don't even know, though. I'm from the DMV, bro. We talk, I don't know, bro.
Boy, T.I., even though T.I. be using big-ass words, because you tell T.I. loves him some T.I. Expediently. That nigga love being like he's a king on a throne. But they all speak fluent, understandable English. Nigga, what the fuck is, man, why you gonna quimmulate it? We can read now, nigga.
In fact, he was unrelenting in his criticism to the point that he was getting into heated debates with Southern radio hosts.
And when people were going in the comments, man, Aries don't understand, that's just a Southern thing. I said, don't regulate that to the South. T.I.'s from the South. Andre 3000's from the South. Big Boy, Ludacris, all from the South. You can understand them just fine. That ain't got nothing to do with Southern region. That is ignorance.
I don't agree with that. That's ignorance. Mother could have talked like that.
But then mother ignorant.
Well, you can't do that because they
ignorance is passed down. It's generational.
this is something that's in their culture, man.
But while this might seem petty, whoever keeps
how
up
you
with
gonna
Spears'
claim it
outlook
like
will know
that?
these complaints about Quavo are part of a broader issue he has with any rapper who picked up the mic after 2004. Since the rise of the trap scene, Aries has taken aim at the generation time and time again.
How you feel about this generation of hip hop here?
Garbage. Listen, Lil Yachty, Spot 'em, Got 'em,
Hard.
Lil Nas, X.
Nobody listen to Spot 'em, Got 'em.
Island Boys, Tekashi
Nobody listen to the
6ix9ine,
Island
all
Boys.
them niggas look like Tim Burton Batman villains. I mean, other than Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, garbage. If you took the MCs of my era from the 90s, I named some of them, Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, DMX, Jadakiss, Big Pun, Big L. You put them up against this young generation of rappers, you would literally have the 92 Dream Team versus the Special Olympics.
Even recently, he took aim at the 2020.
Well, in that regard, yes, cause y'all was more lyrical, but Disney is more about vibes and stuff. How many people? This is the best artist on here, Nino Payne. Nino Payne is the best artist out of this whole lineup game. I don't listen to none of these people outside of I used to listen to Ian. I rock with a couple songs of Ian. Never listen to. I only know about Jello. I must work in that corner. I don't know who that is. I think I've seen him before. But I can't name a song, though. I definitely don't know who that is. I feel like I've seen him before. I know Ian. I know Laser. She Baby Do It. And that's the Rugrat dude. But I don't listen to Nino. Shout out to DMV.
5XXL freshman
Nino's the best one.
Citing it as an indictment of the entire genre.
Who's your favorite rapper on the 2025
I
freshman
can
class?
tell you right now, I don't know not one of them motherfuckers you gonna name.
1900 Rugrat?
I don't even know. I don't know who that is.
Baby Chief Do It?
I don't know who that is.
EBK, J-Bo?
I don't know who that is.
Eve Triplin?
I don't know who that is.
Jello, aka D'Angelo Ball?
Listen, if it were up to me,
You know who that is, though, right?
D'Angelo Ball?
Yeah.
The basketball player?
Yes.
He's
on that.
rapping?
Yeah, he's rapping now.
Nuke the whole generation. If it were up to me, I would drop an atomic bomb on the whole generation.
Whatever you
Me? Me? What the what? Oh, me though, nigga? What the what? I didn't even do nothing. What are we saying? Why you got nuked though? You could have just. Make sure you blow up the 90s. What the hell? Y'all the one that raised us. What are we saying? What are we saying? Nuke the 90s first if you're gonna nuke anybody, because y'all the ones that supposed to raise us. What are we saying? Nuke y'all.
of him, it's clear that Aries
Nuke
is
y'all.
about as brazen as they come when it comes to
Hell
voicing
nah,
his
man.
frustrations and opinions. And almost unreservedly, he would come at anyone in pop culture, with a rare exception of being understandably a little fearful of DMX, when the conversation turned to his impression of the famed East Coast rapper.
Everybody else was outside the locker rooms in the Staples Center. So in other words, if a nigga had to bounce, you had options. I made the mistake of going in the locker room where X and his niggas was. And when I walked in, the dude closed the door and stood in front of the door. And all these niggas made a circle around me and X. And I was like, yo, X, my CD. And before I can get 3 words, I was like, yo, Doug, I know, I heard it. You know what I mean? It shit my voice. You know some of my voice, right? And I was like, yeah, can you know, promote the CD, whatever? I don't know. Let me hear it. If it's good, yeah. If it's not, and the nigga really growled. And I was like, oh shit. I'm a nigga, man. You know, I like pork rinds and pig's feet and hoes and all that, smoke blunts, L's, drink, I'm a nigga. But I ain't a nigga. I'm a Huxtable's nigga. DMX is good times. When you can talk and pull a razor from under your tongue without cutting yourself, that's a nigga skill. I don't have them skills, I read.
But ultimately, Aries is a rare case of someone who has run his mouth and almost exclusively escaped unscathed. But it has come back to bite him on one occasion. A while back, all that tough talk came back for him when he was smacked by radio personality Zoe. A while back, all that tough talk came back for him when he was smacked by radio personality Zoe Williams. This went down when they appeared alongside each other at the Corey Holcomb show, and clearly, he was intent on pushing him too far.
Light-skinned nigga. Hey, motherfucker put hands on you, nigga, give you real black eyes. Come on, don't do that, nigga. And that's the truth, nigga. Trust me, nigga, you could, trust me. I've had about enough of your shit. That's the truth, nigga. Shut the fuck up while I'm loudest niggas are the light-skinned niggas. Yeah. That wish they could be black. But that'll do that work, though. I know.
Over time, he got to the stage where he felt compelled to throw hands at Aries.
Damn.
Which means I'll fuck you up even more because I'm drunk, nigga. But hold up.
Damn! Close your jaw! Damn! Damn! He hit him with one of these. He was like these. Hit him with them short ones, the short but powerful ones. He hit him with one of these. Caught him right here. Damn!
More because I'm drunk, nigga. But hold up.
Damn! Hit you with one of. Hit you with one of. Caught it that damn! Hit him right here. Ooh. Felt that.
Clear mind.
He said,
Which means I'll fuck you up even more because I'm drunk, nigga. But hold up.
Damn!
Fuck you up even more because I'm
Damn!
But hold up. Oh.
Oh, damn, he hit him with it. Oh! Oh! Had him like these. Damn!
Considering that Aries usually comes out on
Hey,
top in
damn!
these the video surfacing always cracks people up. Aries went from talking tough to fetal playing dead position real quick. But even in the aftermath, Aries has done the utmost to suggest that he didn't lose face and was actually being smart about it.
That's why when I caught so much flack for the Corey Holcomb thing with Zoe, it ate at my ego and it ate at me as a man, because all I would hear is, yeah, you weak, you soft, you ain't do nothing. First thing I thought to myself was, what if this gets out of hand? What if you do something and it gets out of hand? You're the sole breadwinner for your family. At that time, a wife, you got kids, you got a career. If you do something that takes you out of position to make money and have the people that depend on you be taken care of, that was smart. So you know what? Instead of handling it on some street shit, which is what the streets think is the only solution, I went, no, I'm gonna handle it through Seigenberg and Eisenhower. You know what I'm saying? The two Jews with the lawyers.
And sure enough, he attempted to take legal action. But in 2019, his lawsuit was thrown out after neither the plaintiff nor an attorney representing him showed up for the scheduled start of trial. When you've been in the public eye for as long as Aries has, you'll need to take some L's along the way, and that certainly was one of them. But honestly, the real surprise is that it hasn't happened more often, especially when he's got a tendency to speak recklessly about rappers who are always intent on retaining their image and responding in volatile manners when anyone comes after them. But with Aries as active as ever, you can bet that there will be more controversies where that came from, and things could go left at any moment.
Damn, Aries. Here's one of these. It's alright, Aries, bro. Hey, sometimes, bro, that's respect to him, though. Putting his pride to the side, bro. And thinking about where things could go. You know what I'm saying? If you would have made a sudden move, bro, could have definitely got deeper than what it was, bro. But sometimes you do have to watch your mouth, man. Because you being a grown man, there's also a lot of other grown men, bro. And some grown men will hit you with one of these real quick. Hit you with one of these really quick. Hey, man, like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to Aries Spears, man. He's a funny guy. I should joke.